Akan ti daya ti pagilian, lugar akaban bantayan. Nagindegan ti kaigurutan, lugar katanda inaywanan. Danong nga umuna akasapulan, kakaykaywan iti pagapwan. Nabak nang iti upukan karayan, iti biag isot kang runaan. Cordillera na pintas ka, pagpaspasyaran ti turista. Bantay turod ken paglanguyan, taltalon ken pagmulaan. Cordillera na pintas ka, panagbiag sikat namnama. Inpaay ni Diyos sama, kanayon ni.
For the attires of Kalinga women, you can observe hanging beads originally made out of precious stones that was later changed into shells decorating the female's tapis. The tapis of Mountain Province, which they call giday, is locked through the wakas as a belt extending at the user's hind. The benget uten is paired with aklang, upper garment, designed with a kunkunyag serving as palaypay in each layer. The clothing of Abra and Apayao uses the shades of blue, as well as a dominant white cloth, probably influenced by the colors of the Ilocano textile. While for Ifugao, aside from the dominant black color, as well as a dominant white cloth, they too use a belt called balo to their tapis. In the earlier times, the Cordillera tribes once warred against each other over tribal territories that include water sources and hunting grounds. It was also recorded in history that this region once practiced head hunting. With such, the Cordillerans embedded in their culture the molding of warriors and the creation of the war dance. The war dance is part of the ritual called Idaw. This is a ritual performed by warriors right before going to war. It depicts the grace and movements of the Idaw, a sacred bird with the Cordillerans, particularly those from Dontok, believe will lead the warriors to victory. In the province of Abra, they have the Sakuting. This dance incorporates the traditional Filipino martial arts arnis by using two sticks as extension of the arms. During the Spanish era, in the Philippines, Filipinos were banned with the use of blades for self-protection. But they retained their martial arts with the use of arnis movements as part of folk dances. This dance reminds us of the ingenuity of our ancestors to adapt with the changes of times without sacrificing their unity, their identity. Time passed and bonds were created among tribes establishing peace. Among the practices that led to this is the establishment of budong or peace pact with other tribes. The budong is held through the sipat, the meeting among elders wherein there is the offering between tribes of three symbolic items. The bolo that signifies the laying down of arms against each other, the mama with a betel nut as main ingredient is a gift symbolizing that each tribe can share with their resources, and the fonger, or the traditional necklace that shows each tribe's sincerity that will bind them together. In the recent years, however, there was an observance of breakage of this budong of two tribes that were once at peace with each other. This led to the loss of sense of security among parties involved, the loss of bright future for the youth whose studies were disturbed, and ultimately, the loss of precious life. This likewise created a dilemma on the part of the police, for as we are mandated to enforce the law, we are also hindered by these cultural laws and practices that were put in place, ruling among the people much longer time ago. With true commitment in restoring peace, Procor's current leadership employed both civil and cultural laws and partnered with different agencies to bind this ruptured budong and finally returning the peace among those tribes. Such is shown in this unity dance. It is a symbol of oneness and entrenches the value of community. The different colors of fabrics strung around the pole represent each of the provinces of the Cordillera and all those people responsible in keeping the peace, intricately woven around the pole in a dance. That signifies teamwork and the collective effort to achieve the common goal of love, peace, and harmony. With each fabric tightly bound with each, its colors are complementing like notes with harmonious blend. With the efforts of the police instrumental to the rebuilding of Peace Pact, Cordillera today is even more at peace, safe, and secured. With this regained peace, festivities ensue thereafter with a display of cultural dances. The Tadak Lablabaan is a courtship dance originally performed by the Tingyans of Abra. It is performed by a man and a woman, both of whom carry an alap or a blanket to signify acceptance of courtship. It is accompanied by the music of gongs called suklit. The province of Abra has the most number of municipalities in the Cordillera. It prides itself with the Apaw Rolling Hills and Kaparkan Falls of Tineg, Kili Falls of Tubo, and Luswak Spring of Lagayan, among others. Arya Abra. The Taddo courtship dance comes from the Isnag of Apayao. It is performed by a couple with a man holding an alap in his hands while chasing the girl. The movement of the dance imitates the mating rituals of a rooster and a hen. The province of Apayao in the northernmost part of the Cordillera is home for hot cuisines. It also offers the Lusok Cave in Luna, Dupag Rock Formation in Marag, and the Forest Frontier in Kalanasan, Apayao. Apayao, Ipasindayaw. The Tayaw of Benguet is a couple dance coming from its three tribes, the Kankanaay, Kalanguya, and Ibaloy. The man wears a blanket draped over his shoulders, and the woman wears the blanket around her body while doing the sadong. The man's hand gestures are equated to a prayer invoking the blessings of God. The province of Benguet encloses the city of Baguio. It offers an unending list of beauties such as the Bingaungao Cave of Tublay, the Aran Cave of Tuba, Mount Pulag of Kabayan, and many, many more. Adivay, Benguet. The Naba is a wedding dance from Ifugao. It is performed by the bride and the groom as part of the Uy-Uy, the wedding ceremony for the Kadangyan or the wealthy. Ifugao has 11 municipalities and perhaps one of those that were first introduced to tourism in the Cordillera with its unparalleled Banawe rice terraces. But unknown to many, it also has the Tapia and Batad Falls in the historic Yamashita Shrine of Kiangan, where General Yamashita surrendered in the Second World War. Hagio, Ifugao. The Salip of Kalinga is a courtship dance. Here, the man offers an alap to the lady and invites her to dance with him. The province of Kalinga changed history when it proved that humans existed in the province hundreds of thousands of years earlier than first recorded. This is due to the discovery of the remains of a rhino in Rizal, with evidence of human activity. The courtship concludes when the woman accepts the man's alap and they bow to the audience. Kalinga Agbyag. The boogie of Mountain Province is a very energetic dance. The man asks the lady to dance with him to the upbeat rhythm of the gongs. Mountain Province is home to the famous Sagara Caves and hanging coffins. So when you get there, be sure not to miss spelunking and the taste of their homegrown oranges and their signature yogurt. The dance concludes when the couple join hands and bows. Gawis ay Mountain Province.
Masarakan Hidayat ti Pagilian, lugar akaban bantayan. Nagindaganti kaigurutan, lugar katandain aywanan.
Now then, everyone is invited to take part in the circular formation of the community dance that symbolizes unity, peace, and harmony for all those who are joining in the circle.
Nabak nang itiubukan karayan, itibiyag isot.
Once again, sirs and ma'am, everyone is invited to join the community dance.
Cordillera na pintas ka, pagpaspasyaran ti turista. Bantay turut ken paglanguyan, taltalon ken pagmulaan. Cordillera na pintas ka, panagbiag sikat namnama. Inpaay ni Diyos sama, kanayon ni panpanakildaka. Ado ti tattao, panaglabas daytoy tiyempo. Umad-ado ti proyekto, tapno umado ti trabaho. Ngamuray no kastoy sapay kuma, linteg ket may pangpangruna. Awan madadal kan madangranan, Cordillera anaiyanakan. Inayat mo kaditi Cordillera, inpatag mo kad pintas na. Winubinarsak mo ti basura, aging gana permilaad na. Panunutam dagiti kapututam, mangsagrap ken marigatan. Nuni inadaga a Cordillera, biag na ket agpatingga. Intay kiti agmay maysa,